So today we're going to dive into something really beautiful and honestly foundational to the Montessori method. We're talking about teaching grace, courtesy, and control of movement. And as you're about to see, this is about so much more than just good manners. It's really about building a framework for life.
I mean, just think about it for a second. Have you ever seen a little kid walking or talking or even just gesturing in a way that's like a perfect tiny echo of their parent or a teacher? It's amazing, right? Kids are like sponges. They just absorb everything, from our tone of voice to how we treat the person at the grocery store. And Montessori education, it doesn't just see this, it leans into it, treating it as this incredible opportunity to learn.
And that's really the core idea here. It's this intentional practice of showing children how to move through their world and how to navigate relationships with poise and with respect. The key thing to remember, though, is that this is not about rigid, old-fashioned discipline. It's all about modeling a better way of being.
Okay, so let's break this down. First up, grace and courtesy. You can think of these as the fundamental social building blocks that allow a classroom and, later on, a whole community to work together in harmony. We're talking about the simple, practical stuff that really makes up our social lives. Things like how to greet a friend, how to say please and thank you, or how to patiently wait your turn. In a Montessori classroom, a teacher doesn't just bark these orders. No, they're often taught through gentle role-playing, where a teacher might actually model exactly how you can offer help to a younger child, or what it looks like to respect someone's personal space.
This quote just gets right to the heart of it. You can't force a kid to be respectful, it just doesn't work. But what you can do is create an environment where kindness and respect are practiced every single day until they become a natural part of who that child is. Harmony is something you build, day by day.
And that whole idea of learned harmony flows perfectly into our next piece of the puzzle, refining physical control. This goes hand in hand with social grace, because it's all about teaching children to be aware of their own bodies and to move through the world with real intention and purpose.
Now, these activities might look simple, but trust me, they are incredibly powerful. Take walking on the line. It's way more than just walking in a straight line, It's developing balance, coordination, and serious focus. And then you have the silence game, which is amazing for teaching self-control and really heightening a child's awareness of their senses. Even just learning to carry an object carefully teaches the child to move with gentleness. It's all about building that powerful mind-body connection.
So this is where it all clicks. This is where we see how these two big ideas, social grace and physical control, are not separate subjects. In the real world, in practice, they are completely woven together.
You can really see the two sides of the coin here. Practicing grace and courtesy, that directly builds a child's social confidence. They learn how to interact, how to ask for help, how to treat others well. And at the exact same time, developing control of movement gives them a sense of physical mastery and self-assurance. Put them together, and you get this wonderfully capable and self-aware person.
Seriously, if you were to walk into a Montessori classroom, this is exactly what you would see in action. And it's not some quiet, sterile place, it's buzzing with purposeful activity. You see children moving carefully, respecting each other's work and space, and engaging with each other with a kind of confidence that is just amazing to watch. All right, as we start to wrap this up, it is so important to understand that these lessons are not extras. They're not just nice-to-haves or something you do if there's spare time. They are the absolute foundation of the entire Montessori approach.
And that's really the key takeaway. Maria Montessori saw these skills as absolutely essential for raising responsible, graceful, and compassionate human beings. For her, learning these things was just as important as learning to read or do math, because this is what teaches a child how to be a positive member of any community.
And that right there is the ultimate goal. All those little skills learned by walking on a line or practicing a polite greeting, they're not just for the classroom. They are preparation for life. They give children the tools to navigate a complex world with kindness, with self-respect, and with a deep, real sense of dignity.
And that kind of leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it? While these lessons start with our kids, the wisdom here applies to all of us. It's worth asking ourselves, in our own daily lives, how can we all model just a little more grace, a little more courtesy, and a little more intentional dignity for everyone around us?